Welcome back. In this next video, I'm going to talk about SOHCAHTOA. And if you can just remember how to say it and how to spell it, this word will help you with almost everything we have to do in the next section. So let me explain what all of these letters stand for, and then we're going to show in the next video how to use this in formulas. So S stands for sine, and that's a trig function that you will learn about. O stands for opposite, and that means opposite side. H stands for hypotenuse. We know what that is. C stands for cosine. Again, another trig function that we will learn about. A stands for adjacent side. Again, H is hypotenuse. T stands for tangent, and that's another trig function. Again, O is opposite, A is adjacent. So why is that acronym important? Well, this is how I can form some of my trig formulas that are going to help me solve for missing angles and sides. So SOHCAHTOA, the first three letters actually form a nice formula. So the sine of theta, so the sine of some angle that we're given, is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Okay, that's one formula. Second formula, cosine of theta, meaning the cosine of some angle that we're given, is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And the tangent of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, these top three formulas are what you're going to use if you need to find a missing side. And we're going to go through examples in the next video of how these work. The important thing to understand is that technically these are functions. And with functions, we have inputs and outputs. So if we look carefully, theta, or the angle that we're given, is technically our input. And the ratio of the sides, these are side lengths, that's the output, okay? Now, what if we want to find a missing angle? Well, now there are similar equations called inverse equations, and you're going to learn about inverse equations in Algebra 2, so don't worry too much about that. But basically, it's using the same acronym. So inverse sine, that's how I read that little -1. Opposite over hypotenuse equals the angle. In this case, the input is the ratio of the sides. So if we know the ratio of the sides, we're going to use this formula. And the function will give us the output of an angle that we're looking for. All right, so we have inverse cosine. Again, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, similar to the top formula. Theta equals inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent. And the bottom formulas here that we talked about are going to help us find missing angles. I will see you in the next video for some examples of how these formulas work.